Hi, my name is Athley Painting, and I am part of the Association of Talent Development, the Philadelphia chapter. And I have the pleasure today of sitting and chatting with Gina Sweeney, who is the manager of training and development at Hershey Entertainment and Resorts. Now, I know the magic of chocolate. I went to Hershey Park as a child, as I think many people did. Hershey is a Pennsylvania icon, right? But it's
Yes,
nationally known, and world renowned sort of brand. But it's so much more than just Hershey Park, right?
absolutely. Well, it's the sweetest place on earth, actually. So it's beyond just the chocolate. The chocolate is one company. Hershey Entertainment and Resorts, but had the way to describe that is really the destination of Hershey. So
Mm,
it's a park. We have resorts, the hotel, the lodge, and a camping resort. We have
mm.
restaurants. So it's really the destination of Hershey, and that's where a lot of the fun and memories happen for people.
That's so fantastic. Uh, so you're going to be on a panel for ATD Philly chapter, specifically on the lessons of the employee experience from the hospitality industry. And I think that, we've all had our own experiences as clients, as customers in customer service experiences that are both really positive and you're just blown away. And then also ones that are maybe not so great, right?
Unfortunately,
And
yes.
I mean, haven't we all, right? And just wondering about the correlation and what you see and what Hershey as a brand, um, you know, prioritizes in regards to the employee experience and how that ends up sort of reflecting into the client experience.
Sure. I'm a firm believer that the number one reason someone stays or goes in their job and performs in their job is their relationship with their direct supervisor or their direct manager. So when you as a leader have any kind of team employees that you work with, the little things that you do day in and day out really sets the tone. If Susie comes in and Susie's son or daughter had a game last night and you say, "Hey, how did you do? Did your daughter or son win that game yesterday?"
Mm,
"Oh, well, thank you for thinking of that and remembering me." It takes 30 seconds, it costs no money, and
mm.
it really just set the tone and put them in the right mood to go out and work with guests and clients and then therefore treat them accordingly because it puts them in a better spirit.
Mm. And when you say that, do you mean like the authenticity between the management and the employee then gets to be reflected between the client, between the employee and then the client or the customer? Um, and
Correct.
you get more actually authentic feedback from not only your customers but then also your employees, like because I think it's a lot easier for a customer to give authentic feedback because they're there, then they're gonna go, right? But for an employee to give authentic feedback to their company and specifically to their management, requires a little bit of courage, I think, sometimes.
It does. And in order to, encourage that courage, I think a lot of it comes back to psychological safety. If they feel comfortable, if they feel safe opening up to you, telling you their true thoughts, that is going to create a dialogue that people can have and that goes both ways. And therefore, that reflects when you go out to a guest as well. So a lot of it, I believe, is contagious. If they feel good with their relationships as an employee, they're going to feel confident and good to have those positive relationships with our guests. And it just creates this loop as well. And I think there's a lot as well as in the way that questions are asked. If you have an open-ended question, you're gonna get better results. If you ask your employee, "How are you today?" they're gonna say, "Fine." But if you dig a little deeper and ask a question the right way, they will open up more. And I feel
No,
like
no yes or no questions is
correct.
essentially what you're
No
saying.
yes or no, because you're gonna just get yes or no. Uh,
Right.
and the same can apply as a guest focus. If a guest is checking out and you say, "Was everything okay with your stay?" most likely they're going to say yes, even if it wasn't, because they just don't want to get into that and don't want to argue. And however, if you phrase the question accordingly, such as, what was the best part of your stay?
Mm,
Or what could be done to improve your experience next time? And you're expecting them to give you more feedback,
mhm.
much than they will. And if they get those kind of interactions internal with their peers and their team, it builds their confidence to be able to ask those questions to our guests as well.
And that can only help grow and improve any company, whether it's a
Absolutely.
company as huge as Hershey's or a small business as well, you know?
The same concepts apply,
Of
bigger
course.
hospitality or like, or, any, I think in any industry, the same basic core concepts apply of that.
We all need to feel valued. That seems to be the clear point here.
Correct. We're human beings first. And that means daughters and sons and moms and dads and sisters. And then we're employees second. So keeping that humanity in mind always pays off in dividends if you treat your team that way.
Well, with that, Gem, we're going to wrap it up, but you can certainly hear more if you come and register for the event, which is going to be on February 11th from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, the lessons on the employee experience from the hospitality industry, where you'll be able to hear Gina as well as a number of other really seasoned and fantastic professionals in this industry. So thank you for joining me, Gina. I appreciate your time. Um,
Absolutely.
and we'll see you on the 11th.
Okay. Look forward to seeing everyone then. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.